1039. And today the question is simple. Are you impressed with the job of Blacks? Yeah? That's it. Just let us know what you make of it. So essentially, just run the rule over the work that Otuado had. Two naughty boys who on Thursday afternoons have to pretend they are quiet and gentle and innocent. But yeah. Look, it's good to... Charlie, I've missed you guys on the show. Last week, because of Black Stars, we could not have that conversation.
Yeah, true.
Otuado. Yeah? We'll come to him. But he led the team on Monday against Mali in that World Cup qualifier, the Accra Sports Stadium. Ghana won by a goal to 0. From Paul, let me know your initial comments on that performance from the team itself. There are some who are saying that, yes, we won, but there was no finesse, there was no panache, there is no swag about the way the team played. And it's unlike Ghana to defend for 90 minutes at home. There are those who say, well, the end justifies the means because the objective was simple, just win. And the Black Stars got it over the line. What say you?
Well, the overall performance for me, I was not really impressed. And you could see that I was at the stadium and many of Ghanaians were not over-satisfied after the game. And even getting to the end of the game, they were tense, and also many Ghanaians were nervous that Mali were going to equalize the goal because Ghana's last two games, they've conceded a goal in the 80th minute. So people were not really happy with that performance. But it was, for me, very surprised that he went back to his 3-back system. Mali were not really threatening on the day.
And they played one centre forward.
They played one centre forward. So I was coming to that. They played just one centre forward. So the 3-back system was just not even allowing the players to move and play free-flowing football. Yeah. And using Caleb Yerenchi and also Gideon Mensah as wing-backs was really not working. It was not working because surely Caleb Yerenchi is a midfielder. He can play the right wing-back. He can deliver those crosses that you want a wing-back to do. And also Gideon Mensah, we've known, he's had some quite shaky games for Ghana, especially against Chad. And he was lacking in some parts of the game against Mali too. It was not really convincing for me for Coach Otuado. He has been using this system when he desperately needs the maximum point. He used it against Nigeria. It worked. We qualified for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Yeah, it worked. Against Madagascar in the World Cup qualifier, he used it. It worked perfectly.
But the World Cup, it didn't really work.
I'm saying the qualifiers against Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't win, but he qualified. That draw sends Ghana there. Yeah. So, but he has certainly showed that he's a manager that can lead this Black Stars team, because we're looking at the quality and the attack that the Black Stars have on the bench. And even the Mali head coach said it. Tom Setfield said, Ghana were afraid coming into that system. Ghana playing 3-back. The opposition manager said it, that he was surprised that Ghana played that system. Why? Because of the quality that the Black Stars have. And surely, it's very true. Looking at that quality, you need to play some, at least now, attacking football. Because we have Kamaldeen, we have Antoine Semenya, we have Inaki Williams, we have Joseph Pencil, we have all these attacking players in there. Play some attacking, free-flowing football that could benefit these guys. But at the end, the most important thing that we all wanted was the win, and we got it. But I don't think the performance for me was not good enough. Was not good.
Eben, you saw the way the team set up the performance from the first half and how the game itself developed, and the key actors, our key players, and the sort of impacts they had. What did you make of that performance?
I feel like it was just written on the day that no matter how bad or good Black Stars played, the 3 points was ours. Nothing extraordinary. Look at how our goal even came about. It was arguably a foul. It was something that if VAR was working on the day, there was a possibility that it might be ruled out, even though it looked more of a legit goal than a foul. But the thing was, you couldn't see the style of play. You couldn't tell whether it was a defensive mindset we're playing, or we're trying to attack on the counter, or whether we even wanted to score in the first place, because there were chances where we could have buried. Two clear chances where the players had option to give the ball out to a teammate, and they decided to waste chances. So I think on the day, Mali were the ones who didn't come to the party because they had played a psychological game already. Look at the type of words the coach was using on the Malian coach was showing at our camp. And already before we had already stepped foot on the game, we had lost a psychological battle. And the only thing was for it to manifest physically. And physically, yes, we're outplayed. The Malian 4-man midfield bullied our players because we came to meet a 4-man midfield and we're playing a 2-man midfield. So you can imagine what was happening in the center of the park. And again to the substitutions of the coach, it was more of like we complained that Otuado makes late substitutions. So let me just make a change. You've seen two of your attackers having a conversation. Then right after, you substitute all two of them. And this is not the first time he's done something of this sort. Ghana, Portugal in the 2022 World Cup. Kudus and Andrea, you linked up and scored a goal out of nothing. And then the next moment, you take the two of them out and set up the person who came up for failure, because the 2 goals Portugal scored was as a result of an interception from that player had brought onto the pitch. So what if Jordan or Kudus had stayed? Probably if Jordan or maybe let's say Kudus was in the position Kamaldeen Sulemana was, the ball would have gotten to Iñaki. Yeah. And so I can say for a fact that yes, it was just written that Black Stars had to take the 3 points no matter how the goal was going to come by. But if we really deserved the win, we didn't really deserve it, because yes, you have won a crucial World Cup qualification match, and the stands are so quiet. Nobody's really jubilating. Like, it's so neutral. Like, we are not convinced.
It wasn't neutral.
Oh,
inside the stadium, it was
when we beat Chad by 5-0, the energy was different. You saw the Mexican wave and the other things that was going on.
And for me, Thursday was very profound. It was the way the fans wanted Monday.
Yeah,
it was the fans' way of showing this team that, look, we love the Black Stars no matter what. And you see, if there had been any doubts about Ghana's unwavering supports and the affinity that we have for this team, Monday answered that question. Yeah, because, and for those who were watching on Joy Prime, I did Sports Now from the stadium. The people that I spoke to, there was a young man who works in Kumasi. He's a barber. He came to Accra with his girlfriend to come and watch the game, and he said, right after the game, they will be on the next bus. So that day, he's closed his shop. He is not open for business. So for 24 hours worth of sales, he sacrificed that to come and watch his country. He could have watched that game in his barbering shop in Kumasi. There was a guy who said he was selling pork. Yeah, the guy who said he was selling pork has also closed the shop. Then there's a technician and all of these guys. And you see, that bit was important for me because often for us, because it is our duty to go and report on the team. When I turn up to watch the Black Stars, unless I'm sick, I don't see it as a sacrifice. I see it as my job. And I'm a football fan first before becoming a journalist. So I love to watch the national team anyway. In fact, the most fun I've had watching the Black Stars has been days when the one game where I did not have accreditation and I had to sit in the stands and not the media center and just jawuli like everyone else. And it was mad fun because I enjoyed it. So when I watch the Black Stars, there is no sense of duty, right? The only sense of duty I feel is that I have to support the team. But I don't feel like I'm making any sacrifice. But for people, this is it. There are people who have to take permission from work, right, to come. So maybe because they want that Monday off, they have to work Saturday and Sunday or Saturday before their boss would agree that you have Monday off. There are people who have to close up shops, lose a whole day's worth of sales. Those kinds of sacrifices are things that I hope that the players are alive to and they appreciate it. And for me, on Monday, they cheered every tackle. Monday, the Black Stars did not put up a brilliant show. They were not exciting to watch, but there was no negativity inside the stadium. Nobody booed Kamaldeen Sulemana when he made those mistakes. And this was a very different Black Stars game from, I've been at the Barbara Sports Stadium when Dede Ayew has been booed, when Jordan Ayew has been booed, Barbara Man, and all of that. But the fact that in Accra, where people often say that the support is not like Kumasi. Look, this was wonderful. Sheikh has joined us. My boss Haruna Mubarak.
See my boss.
Yeah,
you're our boss.
Yeah, our boss has joined us.
Yes.
Where do you stand on the issue of the players? Yeah, someone like Iñaki Williams, who Charlie's been 3 years. Antoine Semenyo, it's been 3 years. I don't. what explains the inconsistencies that we see from these two, especially Antoine Semenyo and Iñaki Williams?
I don't know who you would want me to start with, but
Either of them.
First of all, look, the Black Stars team at the moment, let's be very clear. Facts are facts. The team has been on a downward spiral in recent years. From 2017, in fact, if we could go back to around 2010, where 2010 we did very well. We went to the World Cup quarterfinals. We nearly got into the semifinals. All the way coming semifinals at the AFCON.
Yeah.
2015 when the semifinals of the AFCON. Then 2017 again. Now from 2017 coming, Black Stars has been on a decline, even in terms of our performance. And that is why I don't want to be harsh on Otuado. There are mitigating circumstances. We had many coaches. Even Kwesi Appiah that we used to laud now. He was coaching the Black Stars in 2019.
Hold on the Otuado assessment. No. I need those views.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yes, because I would need you to expand that Otuado bit.
Yes. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the team is down.
Yeah.
Now, to get players who are not used to the system, who are not used to the formation, who don't understand the Ghanaian way of doing things, their culture, the grit. These players don't understand them. They were not born here, I believe. And so to just bring these players in the team, starting and burdening them with the responsibility to take over the team, I think it's a big ask for them. Now, Antoine Semenyo might have been doing well for Bournemouth in the English Premier League. You could also talk about his style of play and what suits him. The Black Stars at the moment, we are not playing devastating counter-attacking football. It's not like we are playing a tiki-taka style of play where players know where to run, when to run. Players understand their teammates' behavioral traits on the pitch. It is not like that. At the moment, it's very difficult to understand the identity of the Black Stars. Otuado has been Black Stars coach. He coached the Black Stars partly in the 2022 season, and then he's obviously around at the moment. Semenyo and Iñaki, they've been in the Black Stars team for about 3 years now. In these past 3 years, the Black Stars team have been struggling. That is the fact. Now, for them to be able to replicate their form, and it's everywhere. If a team is struggling, it's very difficult for a player to just go in there and then take the game by the scruff of the neck and then begin to impose themselves. Players like that are really, really rare. The likes of Ibrahimovic, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. These are players that can walk into struggling teams and more or less be the reference point of those teams. Now, it is very difficult for Iñaki Williams or Antoine Semenyo to do that. So the first reason is that the Black Stars team are not at their very best at the moment. And so everyone is trying to do something. Everybody is trying to just keep themselves in the league for call-up.
Find themselves in the space.
Nobody more or less has a foothold in the Black Stars team at the moment, as far as performances are concerned. And so you can't really blame them. I think the team is down a bit. And in terms of the style of play, it's very difficult for them to just come in and adjust and acclimatize to the situation. You can make a reference point for Kevin Prince Boateng, but at the time, the team was very solid. Most of the players knew each other. Most of the players were playing together. And so for him coming in, one player slotting into the system wouldn't make any difference. At the moment, you look at the squad we have now, and even the squad that played at the 2022 World Cup, there are many differences. Some are even underperforming. Some are even struggling to find clubs. So things are not stable at the moment. So for me, I think in terms of the performances of Iñaki Williams and Antoine Semenyo, there are mitigating factors. And some players also want to make names for themselves. So in terms of decision making on the pitch, it's become problematic. We saw Kamal Dean's situation. In fact, he would have wanted to dribble, go surge into the 18-yard box and probably produce a curler into the net.
Which we've never seen before.
But his decision making was very poor on that day. How easy is it to just square a pass with your left foot onto the path of Iñaki Williams? This is the way La Liga is being played. Simple one-touch passing football, run into space, take opportunities. in Africa, that is not the way players play. And for me, I think with the style of play of African football, and of course with the Black Stars team struggling, it's made it very, very difficult for these players to settle in and make a mark.
Okay. Let's, Sheikh, I'm going to stay with you here.
Okay.
On the issue of the Black Stars coach. Kofi Adams, the sports minister, he has said that he has not been impressed.
Why isn't he looking at me like that?
Look at me. He says he has not been impressed with Otto Addo. He gave 3 reasons. The first one, he says, we did not qualify for the AFCON. Otto is responsible for that. Then he mentioned the issue of performances and results over the 70-month period that Otto Addo has been coach of the team. 1 year and 7 months. A year and 7 months.
Okay.
That Otto Addo has been in charge of the team. And the fact that even for the World Cup qualifiers, that issue with the Chad happened, Thursday's draw. And he mentions that over the period, the performances have not been great. Often we have to sit on tenterhooks and all of that. Where do you stand on Otto Addo's rate card? His scorecard, I beg your pardon.
Otto Addo has 2 faces.
Okay.
As far as his the Black Stars are under his tutelage.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a cataclysmic performance by every measher.
Boss, break that down.
You don't understand.
Please,
You are speaking English. Oh.
I'm going to look for my...
Kata what?
Cataclysmic by every measure. What does it mean?
It means that it is extremely destructive,
Otto.
causing great devastation or a sudden violent change.
Otto Addo.
After seeing the meaning, I can't disagree.
Yeah.
So he's played 6 matches.
Yeah.
He did not win. We lost to teams that
That's
the AFCON. We weren't supposed to lose to.
Yeah.
Angola, in Kumasi, Niger.
Accra.
That was a very, very bad performance.
And every one of our opponents beat us.
Yes, and yes.
All 3.
So we lost 3, we drew 3.
Yeah.
That is the facts,
Yeah.
statistics. I don't
But
care
we
about
lost 2 at home.
2 at home. That's very bad.
Standing records.
Now, so, and those are the facts. It's clear. So, per his performances in the AFCON qualifiers, he should have been a gunner.
Okay.
No competent nation.
Yeah.
No nation who wants to compete at the highest level will entertain being winless in 6 matches as far as the AFCON is concerned. The Black Stars have won the AFCON 4 times. And so AFCON is more or less, in fact, it's got to a time about 6 or 7 AFCONs, we were just getting to the semis.
Semi-final.
So yes, so not failing to qualify was a big problem for Otto Addo. That's the first part. Now the second part, the World Cup qualifiers. Otto Addo has played 6 matches in the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah.
He's won 5
And drawn 1.
To me, that is a very good performance. Very, very good performance. Now, looking at the 2, where do I stand? The fact of the matter is, we're all not happy with the performance of Otto Addo in the AFCON qualifiers. And to me, he should have been a gunner. Now, we decided to maintain him, gave him the opportunity in the World Cup qualifiers. At the moment, he's topping his group. I don't think Otto Addo, in terms of his knowledge, he merits the Black Stars job. The Black Stars job is bigger than Otto Addo. But of course, he's gotten good support from the FA, which they haven't shown to more or less the past 3 coaches of the Black Stars, Chris Hughton, Siki Akono.
None of them had that.
None of them had that support. None of them. This guy...
But he was handpicked.
Yes.
For the job.
This
he
guy
didn't have
did
to
not
interview
apply.
for the job.
One coach was referred to as he's not Matramakwe.
Siki Akono. He did not apply. He had the job. In fact, they went to Germany to speak to Dortmund and had Otto Addo. He underperformed. They gave him time. And in fact, they listened to his advice and brought technical members to augment the team, the technical team. And so Otto Addo has had everything.
He's asked for.
He's asked for. But at the moment, in terms of performances, I can't judge him based on performance because this is a team that since 2019, anybody who has observed the Black Stars from C.K. Akono, Chris Hilton, and now Otoado, there's no clear identity. There is no clear identity.
Well, it could simply be that we've hired bad coaches.
Well, I don't.
And if you doubt, just look at what those coaches did with their careers before and after
yes, but
the Black Stars
I don't
job.
think C.K.
Coach
Akono
Milo
is a bad
hadn't
coach.
coached for about 4 years
but-
before he was given the
No,
job.
but
as
I
Black
don't
Stars
think
coach.
C.K. Akono is a bad coach.
He wasn't a bad coach at
C.K.
all.
Akono was never a bad coach.
Never.
In the
No,
context
no.
of the Black Stars,
But
maybe he's a good coach at a Kotoko level.
Oh no.
But Black Stars level.
Achu.
We are talking
The
about Black
2022
Stars
Qatar,
here.
the Mundial we went
make
for
my
in
point.
Qatar.
Let him finish
Let me
out.
make my
Okay.
point. What I'm trying to say is that the Black Stars, we haven't seen a pattern of play, a style of play. You people want the Guardiola way or the Mourinho way.
Oh, yes,
We
no.
haven't
Anyone.
seen something like that for the past, let's say, 5-6 years. We haven't seen it. Even under Kwesi Appiah, we haven't. The 2019 AFCON, it was the brilliance of certain players. That was what got us to the round of 16. Jordan Ayew was on top of his game, Thomas Partey. We couldn't see the handiwork.
Speaking to the microphone.
We couldn't see the handiwork of Kwesi Appiah in that Black Stars team in 2019 AFCON. I watched that tournament very well, so I remember. So in terms of performance, I don't think, like I said, Otoado is not there yet. But I think he has to improve. But time is running out. Because at the moment, he's more or less a victim. He's been caught in a huge problem because he's more or less affiliated to the FA. And I think that is something that has really gone against him.
Any more than the performances and
Achu,
results he
let
has
it slide.
superintended.
Achu, let it
Because
slide, let
no,
it slide.
wait. Because look, Achu, the guy has played. I told you that in terms of his AFCON performance, he should have been a gunner. He is there. Now we are talking about the World Cup qualifiers. He's being judged based on the World Cup qualifiers. The guy has won 5 out of 6 matches. Let's not forget that 5 out of 6 wins. You can talk about plush style of play.
Okay, so let me ask you this quick question.
Let him finish quickly so that we move.
We are talking about plush style of play. But we beat Chad by 5 goals to 0. We went away. We defeated Madagascar by 3 goals to 0.
Yeah.
We went away in Bamako. We defeated Mali by 2 goals to 1. We defeated Central African Republic in Kumasi by 4 goals to 3. So we were scoring.
Yeah.
We were scoring more goals and he was winning games. And that is the fact. Like, the facts are there. You can't really argue with the
Okay.
facts.
Thank you very much, Haruna. Our boss is
yeah,
giving
our
us a very cataclysmic analysis of.
Of Otoado.
He says Otto's record in the AFCON qualifiers was cataclysmic. It was that disruptive, yes. And
Very devastating.
Frimpong,
Yeah, sure.
before I activate the phone lines here, where do you stand on Otoado?
Well, as Sheikh said, any serious football nation, after that performance that Otto produced in the AFCON qualifiers, he should be a gunner. And indeed, he should be. Looking at that group that we played against Angola, Niger, and Sudan, and we couldn't qualify, was very, very terrible. And he's the second manager not to qualify the Black Stars to the AFCON. I think the first one was the German Burkhard Sees in 2004 when he failed to qualify Ghana. So for Otoado, losing the game against Angola at the Barbara Stadium, that was where even some fans, invaded the pitch. And you could see the anger in Ghanaians that this man needs to go. He needs to go. It's time. Because as Haruna said, you can't really see his style of play. And the Black Stars job is bigger than Otoado. Indeed, it is. Otoado has never coached any club football for, let's say, a year or 2 years. Actually, if I'm right, we've not seen anything like that from him. For him to give him the Black Stars job for him to manage, and indeed, he showed it. The results were there. The best thing he did that impressed the FA was to qualify Ghana for the 2002 World Cup. And even when he qualified, we saw the performances against Uruguay and co. Now,
Should he be sacked?
for me, yes. If he was in Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Nigeria, Mali, he had been gone a long time ago. they will not accept that.
Nigeria are struggling to qualify for the World Cup. Do
No,
you know
he's
that?
saying that after the AFCON, immediately you fail to make
you fail to make
the
it.
tournament.
These are countries that are qualified, so he's making.
You are gone. So, well, the results for the World Cup qualifiers is impressive. What we need is to win to qualify, but still, he's not the right man for the job.
Okay, I'll come to you, Ni, in a bit. But Sadari, sack or to keep?
Sack.
Should we even be having the
We
conversation?
shouldn't have even hired him in the first place. The FA put out a criteria saying 15 years of experience, proven winner. Where is the 15 years at in terms of Otoado? Can anybody show me? As far as no one can show me, then that means there's no 15 years of experience. Proven winner. We say he qualified us to the World Cup, but I can tell you for a fact that the CK corner that we say is bad was the one that started the whole thing. That's 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 thing. What's his name?
Which one?
Milo came.
Milo, okay.
Milo came. He did a part of it. And there, what's his name? Otoado came. 0-0, 1-1 against Nigeria. And we say he qualified us. Somebody did the work in the group stage. We saw what the playoff, the final group game between Ghana and South Africa at Cape Coast, that controversial penalty issue. It wasn't under Otoado. So, for me, Otoado shouldn't have been hired in the first place. And look, listening to what the Malian coach said, it was so shocking for me to hear that the guy said he sat in the interview room for 4 hours. And Otoado was given a job when everything states clearly that Otoado didn't even apply for the job. This is the man that took us to the World Cup. After a terrible performance, took a microphone and said that he and his wife see their future in Germany, not Ghana. Then why would you go and send a petition to release this man of his contract in Germany where he claims his future is to come and coach the whole national team of Black Stars? Why would you do such a thing? And when this man has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is not even ready to coach the Black Stars, look at his demeanor towards journalists. You never ask him a question for him to give you a straight answer. You sit in a press conference room and you tell you that your views doesn't matter because he was trained by Klopp and the German people, the Edin Terzic and the rest. So they are the ones who can tell him something and you appreciate their feedback. This is the type of person who is coaching the Black Stars. He keeps making the same mistakes. And there he will take responsibility, and that's what the minister is saying. For how long are you going to keep taking responsibility when everything you are taking responsibility for is damaging the team?
No,
we also the captain
doesn't have a flaw.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have a flaw.
Yeah,
but when your flaws outweigh, when your flaws outweigh the positives, you have to go. This man has proven that he can manage a star power be like within this current Black Stars. Otoado has had the opportunity to coach one of the most star-studded Black Stars. These are players that have been coached by the Mikel Artetas, the big coaches.
In the World Cup qualifiers, which match were you not impressed?
Let him finish.
You see, this World Cup qualifier, I think that he has even won a lot of matches.
No,
the very first two matches that we played on Otoado, it was because of individual brilliance. A hat-trick from Jordan Ayew in the first game against Mali. Was there anything that Otoado did on a
hat-trick was against
Central African Republic. Was there anything that showed that Otoado was the mastermind behind this?
Yes.
I can say for a fact that it is a motivation that the players themselves want to play at the World Cup. That is what is motivating them to play the type of football they are playing.
But I don't understand
it's the same coach, it's the same players.
When we win, it's the players. When we lose, it's Otoado.
Why is that when it was AFCON we were losing?
You have to be fair. When the Black Stars win, it's the players. When they lose, it's Otoado. How?
That's a very, very valid question. You don't think so?
I haven't seen, he himself has said it. We haven't seen any DNA on Otoado. It's more of
no. He said we haven't seen a DNA in the past couple of years.
And I'm saying under Otoado, I'm talking about Otoado. I haven't seen any DNA. He doesn't even have a system. It's 4-2-3-1, 3-4-3, 3-5-2, 3-4-2-1. It rotates a lot of times.
Okay. We will end the conversation on Otoado for us. But before that, we need to hear from you. Give us a call on 0302-216-568, 0302-216-567, or 0548-841-039. 0548-841-039. Give us a call, and I'd like to know what you think of Black Stars coach Otoado's tenure in charge. He's managed 16 games since he returned. He's won 5. He's won 6. He's drawn 5, and he's lost 5. That is Otoado's.
How many competitive matches at you?
Stop this thing now.
You tell me. You tell me.
I'll get you the data.
He's managed 16 games. He's won 6, drawn 5, and lost 5.
13 competitive
He
games.
has overseen 2 qualifying campaigns.
More friendlies.
One for the World Cup and one for the AFCON. For the World Cup, he's won 5 games, drawn 1. For the AFCON qualifiers, he lost 3 games and he drew 3
games
out of 6, and he did not win a single one of those. Also under his watch, the Black Stars have lost their Barbara Sports Stadium record of
Accra
never
Sports Stadium.
losing. Both. First was the Barbara against Angola.
And Nigeria.
Ghana didn't lose to Nigeria.
We lost in a friendly. His very first game. We played a friendly against Uganda, Nigeria.
That was
I'm saying that we lost our home invincibility at the Barbara Sports Stadium in the World Cup qualifier. When the team lost to
Angola.
No.
Barbara was Angola. No, Barbara was Angola in the AFCON qualifier.
Yeah.
And then Niger also. He started the AFCON qualifier by breaking Ghana's home record at the Barbara, and then ended the AFCON qualifying with
by breaking another record
at the Accra Sports Stadium.
And run to go and celebrate a few years old.
So when you people in CAF, you thought you had banned us from using the Barbara Sports Stadium, so Otto can't break records.
You don't know.
Look, give us a call on 0302 216 568, 0302 216 567, 0548 841 039, 0548 841 039. Otuado, what do you make of his time in charge of the Black Stars so far? Have you been impressed or not? Give us a call and let us know. But while we wait for the calls, you have been listening to the conversation attentively. Sum up your thoughts. He's not serious. Sum up, instead of focusing on the job, sum up what you make of Otuado and his time in charge for me.
Oh, good afternoon, listeners. I've been listening to everybody.
They don't need your greetings.
But you, let's break it down. In the last 5 Ghana coaches, we have Kwesi Appiah from April 2017 to January 2020. We have CK Akono from January 2020 to September 2021. Milovan Rajevac from September 2021 to February 2022. Otuado came his first stint February 2022 to December 2022. Then Chris Hughton came 2023 to 2024, February to January. And Chris Hughton was sacked and Otuado came back in March 2024. I love Otuado. I love him as a man. I love him as a trainer scout. I don't love him as a coach. Let's put all jokes aside.
How much of his work as a scout did you see?
As being a personal coach to individual players is very good at that. But like aside from that, watching his matches as a coach, I don't like it at all because you could see the differences in his pattern or how the players line up tactically. There is either space in between the midfield and the defense, or you could see that the players are far away from each other. Sometimes one player gets the ball and they are confused on either what to do or how to do it or anything. Sometimes you complain of pitches, but when they go onto the pitch, at least, sometimes they will play match and they will swing so many passes together. Then you think, okay, the Stars are back. But sometimes too, they'll play a match and...
Hang on for me. I think I have my first caller on the line. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good afternoon. My name is Peter Selam. I'm calling from Achimota.
Peter Selam from Achimota. Speak to me.
Yes. I like your discussion very much. But then, why is it that somebody asked a question? When the team wins, is the players. When they lose, is the coach. I take that into consideration, and that is where I'm coming from. What do we need to go to the World Cup? We need to win our matches. Right? He's winning it. If you said he's not a tournament coach, I may agree. But he's the one we have now. So please, let's support him and stop this that, he's not a good coach. He's not friendly with the media. No. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's support him. He is the one we've got. Aside him, who are they bringing again? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You can also call us on 0302 216 568, 0302 216 567, or 0548 841 039. 0548 841 039. Call us and let us know what you make of Otuado's time in charge. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Are you?
We're good. We're very happy that you have called into the show. It's not every day that we get a lady calling in. What's your name? And have you been impressed with Otuado's work?
I'm Sefa, and to be honest, he's the one who is making our team score all the time. But then, I'm not impressed.
He said he's the one who is what?
I said he's the one who is leading our team to score this time around. But then, personally, I'm not impressed with his work.
Why are you not impressed with his work?
More. Because see how the arrangement, sometimes the time he takes the players out, the substitutes, it's not really good. It's not helping.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sefa, for calling. You should call into the show more often, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, great Mr. Atsu for me.
Pardon me?
Say hi to Mr. Atsu for me.
He's the one talking to you. He also says hi
Say
back.
hi
Okay.
to Atsu. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Charlie, my book out. Someone called into the show because of me and couldn't recognize my voice. Ready? Hello, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Peter from Michigan.
Your name is?
Peter from Michigan.
Charlie, Peter, are you the one who betrayed Jesus?
I'm not the one.
I hope you're not coming to betray Otuado.
Oh,
Charlie. Maybe the way you respond, yeah. Peter, talk to me.
Yeah, my brother. As for me, I'm not interested at all because even look at Mali. Only Mali, look at I'm happy that we got a 3 point over there.
Right.
Playing everything. I'm not impressed at all because look, we are going to World Cup. We say World Cup, not even AFCON, World Cup. Yeah, we have Argentina, Portugal, all those clubs. Just watch them. And even look at what we are playing. Then if you go and meet those people, see, this thing, we are just wasting money to go to this World Cup. I'm telling you, because they will not go and do anything. They'll just spend money and go and maybe 3 matches, then they'll be back. Look at the AFCON. Look at what we did. Ghana, a whole Ghana. We didn't go anywhere. We have even Egypt. Look at Egypt, Nigeria, challenge. See, this whole thing is like, I'm not happy about even we are going to the World Cup. Like, I can qualify if I can be there. I'm telling you.
Oh, no. As for qualification, that will qualify. The moment you call Norway, as you say, you go betray Otuado.
No, see, my brother, you also go there, you know, to be true.
No. We want the team to improve. You see, we want the team.
I'll ask you some questions, my brother.
Okay.
So it's just a Ghana go World Cup, go bring the cup. You yourself, within yourself, answer me that question.
Boga, even at our strongest, we fell short. You see, so, but it does not mean the fact that we cannot reach it does not mean we cannot reach for it. We have to make the effort and we have to constantly improve. Otherwise, unless we arrive at a team that is capable of winning the World Cup, then we should never go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not blaming the coach alone, even the players. Look at the players. Look at the away that we went the other time. Look at the way they play. They are playing the ball like they are playing or something. The whole thing is very crazy. Sorry, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Peter, the moment he called into the show, I knew he was going to betray Otuado. I just didn't think he would betray his country as well by saying he doesn't want Ghana to qualify. As for US, we will go. We will qualify. But there are things to be done. Give us a call on 0302-216-568, 0302-216-567, or 0548-841-039, 0548-841-039. And, the line has dropped. Let's talk to you. Let me hear you on the Otuado situation while we wait for the calls.
They have to sack everybody and leave only the physios. Everybody at the bench. Everybody.
Technical team.
Everybody.
Management team.
Even video analysts. Everybody. They should only leave the physios, the doctors. They should sack everybody. Because you can see tactically that you can win matches. Mubarak, I can tell you for a fact, if you put all of us together here as guys and we train, we can still score some people. We can still win matches.
To ask you.
So okay,
You and Eben.
bring up your question.
Eben, what was the style of play of Mali?
Style of play of Mali. They dominated the midfield. It was a 4-4-2, typical 4-4-2, 4-man midfield.
Not their formation, style of play.
Style of play. It was physical football. Make sure that your opponents don't get past you. We had speedsters, they had physical players.
I am not sure that was their style of play.
What was their style of play?
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you.
What was Mali's style of play? I just can't.
What are you trying to find out?
Many people were unhappy with Otuado because of the Black Stars showing against Mali.
Yeah.
And the fact is, look,
not just that, Thursday as well.
And Chad was the first one.
Chad, yes, but I think Chad, if you solely blame Otuado, I think you would be very much unfair. We created decent opportunities. Semenyo had about 2 clear chances. Caleb,
wait. We have scored 4 in the first half.
Caleb we had the chances.
Football,
so
you don't walk around in a match.
You can't really
do you want to know how Mali?
Don't walk around in a match.
Look,
they are just interjecting.
We are not being fair too.
Let's
he is the one talking. Let him finish and then.
Mali pressed in the middle more because they knew the Ghanaian midfield. They were good technically.
Okay, I have another call on the line. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Please turn down the volume of your radio set and move away from the radio set, yeah?
Okay.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Godfred Black, calling from Ashaiman Official Town.
Ashaiman Official Town. Godfred, talk to me.
Yes, for me, seriously, I'm not impressed with Otuado. I'm not impressed. Because since he came, we have been fighting, talking about football. Even seriously, I don't get the use of him. Like me, as a coach, even listen to the coach for Mali, the way he's complaining. Ghana, we have all these qualities, these players like Semenyo, like Inaki, Charlie. The positions now, I think the guy is not technical. He has the ability to choose good players, but for the foot play, maybe on so I beg, make the change and bring some better coach. They make it be 10 hour. Make it the fine players give us. Make it come out the coaching top. So that's what I get.
Thank you very much for joining us. Unfortunately, we're unable to get extensively into the Manchester derby. So what we're going to do is I'll take quick predictions from my gentlemen here. Next week when we return, I'll hold each of you. I'll hold you to your words. Manchester derby, Man United are traveling away to Manchester City. They have moved on Andre Onana. City will be without Omar Mamushu, has sustained an injury and has been ruled out of contention. Who do you think wins this?
Yeah, I'll go for Manchester United because Manchester United play very well when they're underdogs. So when Ruben Amorim has proved yet again that he's a big game coach. So I'll go for Manchester United. But with predictions, I'm not very good at predictions in goals. But I'll go for Manchester United to win the game.
Frimpong?
Yeah, actually, I'm someone personally I want Ruben Amorim to be fired from Manchester United. Yes, because he to be honest, we are going to see he's not the best man for Man United. With that 3-back system, he's a coach that he insists that he's not going to change that formation.
And Ericsson
which formation? Shake. No, actually, which coach
formation were you playing?
I only said brief comments.
So brief. Brief. Okay, so Guardiola has been beating Amorim since he came to Manchester United. I hope he does it this time around because I want Amorim to be fired. He can't play the 3-back wing backs with Patrick Dogu and Dalot. It will never work at Man United.
Okay. Sure.
But it can work against Man City.
Sadari.
Ever since Amorim took over, Pep hasn't really stood a chance against him. And I think with the momentum Manchester United built not only against Burnley, I think United has the upper hand. So I'll go United win or draw.
You go Shoki. Sheikh.
Yeah, to add to what he said, City have been plagued by injuries. They have about 6 players who are injured, and key players: John Stones, Kovacic, Ryan Cherky, Marmoush. So I think they'll struggle against Manchester United. And for Pep, who has won 1 match in 5 games against Amorim, and United gradually building momentum.
You only beat Burnley.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
It's true. No, you only beat
I
Burnley.
sat here and said that.
Only Burnley is one game. It's one game.
The question was to him.
Why you guys
interjecting?
You said they are building momentum.
How is one game, one win
yes.
equal to momentum?
He said gradually building.
No. You
it's
let
one
him.
game.
We have to sign out in 30 seconds. So you.
United will win 3-1.
No. How is one game equal to a momentum?
Producers have shocked.
Look, I would have to speak extensively because, to be very honest, I have made research about Manchester United. Their past 10 matches.
No, go into that. I want to hear it. I'm curious.
The performance. United had an XG of 17, but we scored 9 goals.
Okay.
And so if I say we are building momentum from our last 10 matches, so the tail end of last season onto the game against Burnley, the players are playing very well and creating chances.
Yeah, I agree.
That is the fact, whether you like it or
Have
not.
you also looked at the
No.
Have you also looked
results?
at
The analyst here. You are the host.
Have you looked at? Have you looked at?
Actually, a Manchester United fan.
Have you looked at the XG United have conceded?
It's 358.
No. Have you looked at that bit?
It's
as
358.
He looked at that.
It's 358.
But he will say it.
We're back next week on Thursday. But yeah, it was wonderful to be with you guys again on Hitz Sports Arena. My name is Victor Atsu Tamakloe. I've been here with Sheikh, with Kwesi, with Aben, and with Nee. Thank you for tuning in.